These are beautiful. No need for a redemption video. Good Lord, what's wrong with me? There we go. Always have faith in yourselves, boys and girls. All right, come on in here. Let's have a look at this, all right? Now, again, this can be the challenge, especially with a bone-in. By the way, if you can do a bone-in this thick and get everything cooked evenly with a nice crust like that, that's beautiful. That bone is where all that flavor is, man. So let's have a peek at this. Oh, yeah, look at that. Isn't that nice? Yes. Guys, that's what you're looking for. That brine did its job. Oh, that's the other one here. This was the sous vide. That's right. Look at this. Oh yeah, how close we get in there. Is that nice? Let that juice run down. Oh yeah. Remember, when you cook it in a sous vide, the juice has absolutely nowhere to go. So you don't really have to worry about brining it because there's nothing that's going to cook out while it cooks low and slow. Check this out. Oh yeah. Look at how even that is top to bottom. You really only get that from sous vide cooking. All you're going to do with the grill, with a sous vide, is just put that unbelievable char on it. Isn't that nice, Maria? Look at Maria, she's standing there. Give me some. All right, let's try this. Oh, where'd Roman go? Here you go, man. Oh, wait, come here. Look at it drip. Look, get in here. Look at that. That's pork, man. Oh. Hold on. Oh, look at that. Never doubt your skills. What were we doing? What were we thinking going off? Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. That's pretty darn good. Come on here, let's cut the other one. Because you guys, you can clearly see, all of a sudden I've turned into a science class. That this one is tray thicker than that one. But the cool part about working with a sous vide, there we go, everybody watch their hands. The cool thing about working with a sous vide, whether it's an inch thick, 2 inches thick, 3 inches thick, it really doesn't matter. It absolutely cooks it the same all the way through. So, isn't that nice? Oh, I love it. I love it. That's beautiful. So should we try and redeem the other one? Look at you, reach in too much with your hands and a sharp knife. God, is that making you hungry? Look at that. You just let go of it? What, let go of it? Like the whole thing? Okay. And all yours. It's like I'm holding it for ransom or something. So how are we doing here for heat? We're okay. You know what? Let's go ahead. God, it's so close. It's at 111. Oh. Let's just turn this over. We'll keep you on here. Look at this. No problem. Let's just go ahead and put this over like that. Let's play. Here, come on over. Hey, you know what? The juicy shot is the best shot. Get in here. Juicy. Look at that. That has got, what is that, 2 inches thick? That's a 2-inch thick chop, right? And it's perfect. Isn't that perfect? Guys, you got to try sous vide. Really, we were in an infomercial with one. The problem is there was like a whole, all kinds of them came out at the same time. You can get them everywhere now. But the cool thing about this is, I'll tell you, the results that you get using meat are unreal. Fish, chicken, beef, pork, makes no difference at all. They're all, get in here, man. Help us eat. So listen, here's what we're going to do. Back to grilling and our tips and tricks and our pro tips and all that kind of stuff. When you put the lid on a kettle grill like this, you got to remember you're snuffing out about, I would say, 30–40% of the oxygen, even if you've got the top and the bottom dampers opened right up. So if you're in that sear process and you want to start bringing the temperature up a little bit more, then what you want to make sure you do is introduce as much heat into the equation as possible, all right? So remember, guys, these are the ones we did in the brine, and I'm actually kind of glad that we came back, right? Instead of doing this silly redemption thing, we just came back, exercised a little bit of patience, and see what we can see here. So I've got a bit of a delay on the one that I get to watch here, so that's pretty cool. We're doing good now, man. This is hitting 129 degrees. Look at there. Okay, Maria, do me a favor. Take this for me. Take it into the house, and then come back ASAP. Yeah, if you're a fan of the thick pork chop, if you go to the restaurants and you're trying to figure out how in the world they manage to get that to your table that thick and that done perfectly, there's a good chance, all right, that they're using that sous vide. I got to share this story with you. So we were going to shoot we did shoot an infomercial with the sous vide. Great product. And right in our small town here, there's a beautiful French restaurant. I won't mention the name. All right, and I thought that, and I found out through sitting down, having dinner there, and talking with the owner, that they use sous vide cooking in a lot of what they do there. And their dishes are outstanding. I mean, they are like out of this world good. The beef bourguignon just melts in your mouth. Their appetizers are out of this world. There isn't a short rib in there that requires any chewing at all. Like, it's just unreal. And I talked to him one night, and he shared with me that it's a lot of sous vide cooking. It's a French style, right? So when we did the infomercial, we went to him, and we actually wanted to shoot. I'm just keeping an eye on the temperature here. We wanted to shoot in his restaurant. Right? Do you remember, I was such a fan of infomercials growing up. It's why I got into this business. And I remember Jan Muller, I think it was. Oh, no. It was Joe Fowler. Joe Fowler in like one of the original New Wave ovens. They went into like the restaurant, right? And they like, they started cooking steaks in the New Wave instead of on the grill. And they would like fool the customers and all that kind of stuff. So we had that kind of idea in mind with our sous vide, is that we would, cook some of the dishes that are on his menu in it. And then, let his customers know that, holy moly, you can do this at home. And I think that's where we lost him, when he said that we could tell his customers to do this at home. I think we lost them real fast. So guys, we are at 142 degrees. I apologize if you were with us before and we wimped out and we said we're not gonna wait, we're not gonna be patient. You know what? Shame on us, because here we are with a couple of perfect pork chops. So we are at 145 degrees on that one, which I love. Okay, it's a little bit more in the heat, so let's put that there. We'll take this one off first. Let's bring this up here. We were looking, Trish, sometimes you don't hear the stuff that Trish asks, or some of the comedy gems that she shares with us. But what she asked was,
what temperature are you looking for?
What temperature are you looking for, asks Trish in Clearwater. Pork, we're looking for 145. There was a day when we were kids, and you guys all know this, that when it came to pork, dude, 165, or you were going to die. That's all it was. There was like some crazy bovine swine bacteria that they couldn't kill off. Well, whatever it is they're doing now to the pigs that I don't want to ask too many questions about, it enables us to be able to cook it medium rare, medium, hey, who knows, right? Next it'll be rare chicken. What's that, slightly pink? You can't make slightly pink chicken. Pork, yes. Somebody email Trish. Oh, here, this is a show. You got to come in here. God, how do I miss these shots? All right, these are for the recipes. Guys, you got to know, when we do these Facebook Lives, we love going back and forth with you, and we do a lot of this to practice for the recipes that we put together for you for the cookbook. And with a shot like that, man, that's the one I steal. Are you kidding me with that? All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, man. Now, here's the thing, guys. Let this rest for just a second. It's my channel. I'm going to ramble on. I don't care. Have a look at some of the stuff we've got here that you could make some of this thick cut pork chops with. And again, I'm going to ramble on because I can't, in good conscience, cut meat as soon as it comes off the grill. And again, if I ever find out you do that, especially with a good cut of meat, I'll find you. All right. So anyway, let's have a look at some of the stuff we've got around the yard, okay? So I would use this to smoke a nice big cut of pork like that, no problem at all. But I don't know if you've ever worked with one of these, but you're talking fire and getting it going and the coals and the smoke. And I love this thing. I do. This you break out when it's like, impress people time, or it's time to cook the full hog. We got to cook a full pig. I would totally do one in our Charbroil 3-in-1. This one's really cool because this one works on a kind of a neat basket system. So with this guy, you could take that big cut of meat, put it inside, and slow cook it or fast cook it at whatever temperature you wanted to. Same with the electric guy there. I'll do that again. Same with the electric guy there. And then, of course, you guys know the big green egg. This is great for doing this stuff. But here's the cool thing, okay? This guy is $800. It's a lot of money, man. And if you want the fancy table that it looks nice in, well, what was this, like $2,000? Something crazy like that? It was goofy. Now, listen, great food. Don't get me wrong. The experiences and the food and the community and all that, I get that it justifies the price. However, this pork that we're going to cut, we also did just in this guy. You know what I'm saying? What are these, $80 for a kettle grill? 120, something like that. We've had this for a couple of years now. Right, we don't do a lot of Weber products back here. We don't do that with our gas one or anything like that. But when it comes to a kettle grill, man, why am I looking anywhere else? Weber knows what they're doing. All right, guys, here we go. So if you joined us a few minutes ago, you saw us when we cut into the pork that we sous vide. This is the pork that we brined, all right? So if you don't have access to a sous vide, but you still want those great thick pork chops, you know, melt in your mouth and juicy, then brining is absolutely the way to go. So here, you walk back around here so we keep out of the shadow. There we go. All right, come on, right over there. This is for the cookbook. We gotta be standing right here. We go. Oh yeah, here we go. Guys, are you kidding? That is unreal, unreal. Let me do that again. Yeah, stay right on that. This is where it is. Let's get everybody out of the shadows. All right. Oh yeah. That is unreal, you guys. And here's what's great about this. Because we brined it, even though you didn't use a sous vide, which slow cooked it over you know, the period of a few hours, because you use that brine, you increase the moisture content by 10, 15, sometimes even up to 20%. And that means that it's not going to dry out. It's not going to be rubbery. You're not going to have to reach for a gallon of water at the end of it. You don't get the same kind of crust as you do with sous vide cooking, but look at how tender and juicy that is. Holy cow, let's get in here. Let's get in it. Oh, wait, oh, Maria's still there. Come on over here, Maria. You can be like one of our test studies.
Test studies.
Oh, it's so good. Get back here. Okay, listen. This absolutely has a different taste. There's no doubt about it. Grab that, Maria. It's still melting in your mouth.
Whoa.
Not good. It's still beautiful. Okay, Trish, you got to try this. And I'll cut into the other one, too. I got to tell you.
Wait, so that tastes different than that?
What? Does it taste different?
Taste those two? Yeah.
Oh, totally. No, these two are going to be the same, but this tastes totally different than what we sous vide. Oh, look at that. Come here, Marie. Here. It's not too often people get to join me this close. Usually I'm just on live TV and it's me and the host. Look at that. Oh, are you kidding? That's pork, guys. This is 2 inches thick of bone-in pork, and that is just absolutely gushing. Gushing, gushing, gushing. I love it. Wow. All right, so Trish is going to try one.
Okay.
All right, so Trish is going to back up. Trish, I'm going to relay Trish's thoughts here, and then I'll give you mine, and then we're going to leave for the second time tonight. What's that?
I like that one better.
You like this one better.
Me too.
You guys are both so wrong.
What?
The other one is so much better. All right, here's. This is good. There's no doubt this is good. But this was not slow cooked over 6 or 7 hours. But it brined. Oh my goodness. So here's the deal, guys. If you, here's how I'm going to break this down. If we were doing a battle now, here's how I call winners, losers, and my final thoughts. No winners and losers here because we use different equipment. So we use different setup methods, all right? So if you joined the beginning of our first video, we've been on since, 8 o'clock last night trying to get this? That's what it feels like. Okay. We've been on for a while working on this. So guys, if you have a sous vide or you'd love to get one, this is one of the star dishes that you'll make with it. Absolutely, without question, period. The thicker the cuts of meat goes, the more you want a sous vide for, unless you want to get into something like, again, the indirect cooking or cooking from frozen. We've got videos about that. Well, I want to do this from frozen. I think we've done places 2 and 3 on the awesome thick cut pork chop thing. I think the from frozen is going to be #1. So the sous vide took this whole time and kept it at that 120-degree temperature. That means that it was virtually cooked, but just like if we were to put a brisket in the smoker, over the time it allows that connective tissue to break down and break down and break down and break down. So not only are you, keeping that moisture in there because it's got nowhere to go trapped in that sous vide. Remember, sous vide is under vacuum. You're still going to get those incredible results. And when you cook it over the open flame and that charcoal, use lump even if you want even a better flavor, put it in the green egg, that at high temperature, giving you that incredible sear, there's nothing like that. That is outdoor cooking, all right? That is meat over fire for a short period of time. That's why we're out here, okay? So if you can sous vide and kind of get that cooking process going to the point where you can hit it with as high a temperature as you can to caramelize all of those natural sugars and fats in the seasoning that you put on there and what occurs naturally in the pork, to me, that is, oh. But if you don't have a sous vide, right behind it is absolutely the indirect method, all right?